Hi, welcome to GreyHorseYoga. I'm Gina. So today I want to focus a little bit on our breath and our breathing. In yoga, breath is the most important part of our yoga practice. We always want to have a steady, even flow of our breath while we're moving through the different yoga poses, the yoga asanas. Breath is also vitally important when we are riding. And a controlled breath, conscious breath, can help us maintain our integrity and our core strength in the saddle. So I'll do a quick introduction to you today for yoga breathing, which again, absolutely perfectly appropriate for while we're in the saddle. So if you can sit like I am seated on a yoga mat. You don't have to have a mat, but you can sit up on a little towel or folded up cushion to help give the hips a little height, to help the spine come into a nice alignment. You can do this seated in a chair. You can do this seated on the mounting block at the barn, wherever you want to take a moment to just be aware of your breath and breathing. Most important thing is to have a nice length in the spine. So think of lengthening the spine from the tip of the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, just like you would do in the saddle. Let the hands rest comfortably on the thighs. Palms can face down or up, whatever feels comfortable. And think of the elbows being heavy, just like when we ride and we're holding in reins, we want that nice heavy elbow to help ground us. Same thing here, just letting the elbow draw down so we get this nice opening across the front of the body. You can do this. You can close the eyes if you like. You can just take a little soft gaze with the gaze gently down past the nose, whatever is comfortable for you. But whatever you do, again, just soft gaze or eyes closed, just begin to notice your breathing. In yoga and in riding, we should breathe in and out of the nose. So just notice each inhale and each exhale. Just noticing the breath moving in and out of the nose, not doing anything to change it, but just noticing each breath. And as you become aware to your breath and breathing, notice that, or know that the breath is the one system in our body that we can change with our thought. We can hold the breath, we can take a deeper breath, we can breathe more quickly, more slowly. And again, this conscious breathing is what can help us both on our yoga mat and when we're in the saddle. So as you take your next inhale, conscious breath, inhaling in through the nose, with the breath come all the way down into the bottom of the lungs. So filling the bottom of the lungs with your breath. And then as you exhale, think of drawing the belly towards the spine, belly button towards the spine, which engages the abdominal muscles, and the diaphragm, which is your muscle of respiration, to release the breath. So just starting with that deep breath, deep into the bottom of the lungs. And if it helps you to feel that, you can place your hand on your belly. Not that we're breathing into the belly, but when we take that deep breath into the bottom of the lungs, that diaphragm, which domes up against the lungs, will press down slightly and you feel a little movement in the belly. So again, if that helps you, find that deeper breath deep into the bottom of the lungs. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And this breath especially can help to ground and anchor us in the saddle, brings a little bit more weight into the body. And then the next variation, next breath, 3-part breath or full breath. So again, as you take your inhale, let the bottom of the lungs fill, then begin to move the breath up through the ribs and let the breath come all the way up to the collarbone. So you're filling the lungs from the bottom to the top as you inhale. And then as you exhale, let the breath release slowly from the top of the lungs to the bottom as you exhale. So keep that going again, 3-part breath, inhaling into the bottom of the lungs. Let the breath move up through the ribs and all the way to the collarbones. And exhaling the breath, collarbones, ribs, bottom of the lungs. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So again, keep that going, find that rhythm. And as we breathe, this 3-part breath, this conscious breath, again, it can help with our core stability in the saddle, especially that exhale. If you exhale completely and just go and let everything release, you lose that core stability. But that slow exhale with control helps to maintain that core stability in the body and around the spine. So helping with our alignment in the saddle. Get a couple more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then I want to give you one more breath practice. We call this pranayama in yoga today. This is the Yujayi breath, which again is a full breath, but now we add a little extra dimension, a little bit more power to the breath. So we're going to start actually taking a few breaths in and out of the mouth. Imagine that you're fogging up a mirror or your glasses with your breath, or a window. You just take one hand, hold it out in front of your mouth. Breathe out through the mouth, make a ha sound so you can feel the warm air of your breath on your hand. Feel that, hear and feel that sound. And then as you exhale, or as you inhale, make that same inhale through the mouth and feel that little ha sound in the air cool across the back of the throat. So do that a couple times. Some people think this breath sounds like Darth Vader, kind of Darth Vader breath, or ocean breath, like if you held a shell up to your ear at the beach. And then gently close the lips, but keep that same sound and that feeling of the breath moving across the back of the throat. And then it's going to be a quieter sound. Again, feeling that little narrowing of the back of the throat, that little sound and that feeling. And then find that full breath again, that full conscious breath. Inhaling from the bottom of the lungs to the top. Exhaling from the top of the lungs to the bottom with that Yujayi breath. And notice your breath might be a little longer. Inhale and exhale. You might feel like you have a little bit more power. It takes a little practice initially. But again, that can help us with our position in the saddle or riding. Inhaling and exhaling. And then just very gently, again, either close the eyes or just take a soft gaze with the eyes. And just take a few just regular breaths. Just let your breath return to normal. Our unconscious breath, just what we do every day without our thought. And then very gently let the eyes open. So again, just a quick introduction to a pranayama, our breath practice in yoga, which is so complementary to our breathing while we're in the saddle. Again, to help us with that core strength, that integrity in the body, that alignment of the spine. So this is, we practice this every day when we're on our yoga mat, and you can take this breath into everything that you do when you are going through your day and to your ride time on the saddle. So I hope this helps you, and I look forward to seeing you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Thanks. Bye-bye.